Alright, so we're gonna do a little bit of a different video here today. I got a request from somebody that watches my videos, just asking for kind of like a walkthrough of how I do editing these days, so I figured I would just go ahead and make one. Some things to keep in mind before I kind of get into this here is the way I want you to watch this and the way I want you to kind of intake any information here is just to kind of examine what I do. I'm not an authority on this. I'm not going to tell you how to do things. It's merely just giving you information and giving you insight on how I edit my photos and what my editing process looks like, and hopefully you get some information out of that. The way I do my editing process is, like, let's say I go out to a photo shoot. I'll import all of my photos from that shoot into Lightroom. I'll go ahead and start processing them. The way that I do that is if I'll have, like, let's say 500 photos, I'll go through and look at every single photo, and I'll go ahead and star which ones I like the most, which ones are going to be my keepers, and the ones that I don't like, I'll just kind of leave unstarred. That's the easiest way I found to organize things. I'm sure there's better ways to do that in Lightroom, but it's just the way that I've done it for years now. Kind of hard to break an old habit like that, but it's just the way that I do it. So some of these are already edited, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is kind of give you an example of what I would do. So theoretically, like, let's say that this is my first photo from a so-called photo shoot or like a photo day. What I would go ahead and do here is I would go ahead and edit this picture, and then once I have a good edit, a good mood, or a good vibe in the photo that I really like, I would actually just go ahead and copy it as like a preset. I would go ahead and copy the edit settings, and I would start pasting it onto the next photo. Main reason why I do that is to keep the color and kind of the vibe or the feel of that photo shoot consistent throughout all of the pictures. So I really strive to get like good cohesion in the way that I edit my photo shoots and the way that I edit things from like an event or something like that. I want it to all feel like it's from the same time, so I'm not going to change things. Like, I'm not going to have my white balance be all the way in the orange for 10 of the photos and all the way to the blue for like 6 of the photos, you know what I mean? So what we can go ahead and do is we can go ahead and do an edit on this one here really quick. So this crop I do kind of like, but I don't like that it's tilted, so I'll go ahead and change that a little bit. I should probably bring this down to like a 4 or 5 crop too. So what I just did, I had this was originally my vision here. I wanted to have this street meter. I didn't want it to cut off, but then I noticed it's cutting off the tree. I didn't really like that, so I'll go ahead and bring that back. So now I get the tree. Yes, it's cut off here, but it's not cut off at the base. This looks kind of, it's going into the frame and then coming out. It's not as big of a deal if it's just like a harsh cut right here. And I do like this natural light that's coming through, so I'll go ahead and bump the contrast up a little bit. Keep it nice and dark. That's probably good. Take down the highlights, make it not as harsh. Bring back some of the shadows from doing the contrast. And exposure I'll probably bring down a little bit too. Then for these, I shot all of these pictures with the old Canon film lens that I have. Used it on my mirrorless Nikon, so I am going to have a little bit of a matte effect on this. I'll probably actually go ahead and put some grain in here as well. good. White balance, I usually keep to auto, in camera at least, and then once I'm in Lightroom, I'll start making adjustments here, and I'll probably bring it towards the warmer side. And I'll actually bring the vibrance up as well. I'm sorry, the saturation. I'll bring the saturation up. Don't like that this sign back here is like super. There we go. I won't mess with color grading just yet. Put a little bit of clarity in there. Just a little bit of texture as well. And then we'll go ahead and throw in my grain. Usually go for like 20 on the grain. Size kind of depends on you. This one be a little bit finer. So 20, 10, 40 is probably going to be pretty good. Yeah, like that. Okay, we can go ahead and start messing with the color grade a little bit. Midtones, again, probably gonna have it be on the warmer side. Shadows, definitely don't want it to be blue. Again, it's probably all gonna be pretty warm. Right there. And then highlights. Actually, don't even know if I'll change these too much. Probably good there. So just doing just the color from that, you can see it's just a little bit warmer. Use it more of that. These were shot in Phoenix, Arizona, so it's a really sunny, bright city. We were kind of in golden hour in the morning. Shit, it's not called golden hour in the morning. What's it called in the morning? I always forget. I guess it is called golden hour in the morning. I just looked it up. Whatever. Okay, so this looks pretty good. Then you can go ahead and make little adjustments in here as well. Maybe do something like this. Bring out some of the harshness of the light. Shadows. Bring it down a little bit. And then the highlights. Probably bump up just a tad. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. I would probably call that good. I'll probably add a little bit more of the matte, actually. Something like that. Yeah. So then again, like I said, from there, I'll take this original edit, I'll copy these settings, I'll go into like the next file. This is the previous edit that I did. Start on a new one, yeah, like something like this. I'll go ahead and just paste those settings. Then once I paste the settings, it's not as easy as just pasting and then move to the next one, paste, move to the next one, paste. It's paste, and then each shot should be treated as their own singular shot. So you need to go in, you need to make adjustments to each specific photo. It's not as easy as just pasting it and then calling it good. So what I'll do here is I'll probably bring down the exposure so I can get the sun there, not the sun, the sky. Take out some of the contrast. No, I'm not going to do that. Actually, go ahead and add a linear gradient. Probably start it right there, put the midpoint right at that cross. Go ahead and bump up the shadows here. Exposure. Something like that. And I'll actually go ahead and add some of it back here. Bring some of that blue back for the sky. Call that good, just like that. Go ahead and fix that. Something like that. It's kind of a moot point. I'm pretty sure this picture is out of focus. Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, that is my editing workflow there. If you have any questions or anything, just put them in the comments. Let me know. I'll try and help the best that I can. I think what I might start doing in the future is live streaming when I come back from like a photo shoot or an event or something like that, and kind of live streaming my editing process, my editing workflow. That might be a better way of communicating with people who either need help or who want like examples of how edits and things like that are done. Yeah, it's an idea that I'm playing around with currently, so be on the lookout for that. But other than that, I'm going to have a POV video of all the street photography that I did in Phoenix, Arizona coming out probably this weekend. And yeah, if you need anything, if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments, hit me up on Instagram. I'm always happy to help out the best way that I can. And yeah, go shoot.